Okay, in this video, I'll teach you or I'll show you how to consolidate data from multiple worksheets. Okay, so we have this tab for the north, another tab south, east, and west. So we want to consolidate this data. Okay, all these tabs we want to consolidate them. So how do we do it? Let me quickly format the figures. Let me quickly format the figures. Okay, so for east, let me quickly format. Okay, and then for west also let me format like that, and then okay, so for this one let me do control shift Z, copy, control shift V. Okay, so the first thing is here are the notes. So you make sure that the data is in a list. Okay, that is each column has a header. So each column has a header. We have a product of Q1, Q2 up to Q4 for each of these regions. So each of these, okay, so this is sales data. Okay, so that's number one. Make sure that your data is in a list format. Okay, so number two, make sure that each data set is in a separate worksheet. Okay, so we have these worksheets north to west. Okay, then ensure that the range has the same layout. So the layout for all these layouts, for the layout for each and every data set is the same. Okay, so you find that we have products in this column A, and then we have quotas. Okay, and then the same for south, east, west, like that. Okay, so we want to consolidate all this data for north to west. So we want to add, okay, without manually doing the addition. So what do we do? You go to the worksheet where you want to do the additions. Okay, and then from there you go to the data tab. From the data tab you go to this icon here, and then just what, click on it. And then here, what function are we talking about? We want to sum, we want to add all the data from all these regions. Okay, so first of all, let me just delete, let me just okay, let me just delete. Okay, so make sure that all references are blank. Okay, then you select the function you want, you select the sum, and then the reference. So this is where we're getting the data. Okay, so if you go to the first tab there, north, so you select the range for the north, and then what do you do here? You add. Okay, and then you go to south, or you select again, but there automatically it is what, it is selected. You add, and then you go to east, automatically there it is selected. You add, you go to west, automatically it is what, selected. You add, and then we have use labels in top row. Okay, so the top row, that's where we had the headers, and then the left column, that's also where we had the that's where we had the row the row headers. Okay, and then you go to create links to source data. Okay, so create links to source data. So this will help you when you edit data in the north, it will automatically update in the what, in the consolidation. So I do what, okay, right? So having done that, so this is our this is our our column headers, and then we have the what? We have the row headers. Okay, so that's why we check there. Okay, and then if you look at this, if you select one of these, you find that there is a sum function. Okay, so it is this consolidation is linking all the data in the what? All the data in these other tabs. So how do we know that the this consolidation is linked to these other worksheets? So what we'll do is, once I change data here, you find that here the total what will change. Okay, how do I do it? Okay, let me create what do I do? Okay, let me create another window by going to view, then I'll go to new window. Okay, you find that there is sales data 2, and then if you go to there, you find that there is sales data 1. Okay, so what I'll do is more or less minimize. That's sales. This is sales data. This is sales data. Okay, and then I'll go to the other one. I also minimize. So having done that, so you see what happens. This is our consolidation. I've created the two windows so that we can view the worksheets side by side. So if I go to the waste tab, and then here I go to the consolidation tab. So just pay attention to what happens to these figures. Just copy them and paste them there. Okay, so you pay attention to what happens to these figures. You find that the figures will be what? Will be different. Okay. Okay, so let's do, let me just okay, so pay attention to these figures, and later we'll compare the two columns. Okay, so let's go to the waste, and then what I'll do is I'll just delete these figures. Delete. See what happens here. Here it was initially 11,715, and now it is 4,800, and the same here, the same here, and the same there. So that's why this, if you can undo, undo, you see that they are now equal. So this happens when you link your consolidation to the source data, right? So in a nutshell, that's what consolidation is. So if you find let's say you want to see the breakdown of product A, you just go to this plus sign here, you find the breakdown of that figure, okay, of that product. Or if you want to find the breakdown for product D, you just go to there like that. So yes, so this is how we consolidate data in Excel. Thank you.